Dear student, welcome to Gyan Bharati Junior College of Science, Pulgaon. Today, 10th of February 2021, we are discussing about the de Broglie's hypothesis, and this subtopic comes under the chapter number 14, dual nature of the radiation. So here de Broglie is the name of the physicist, and he proposed a theory about the light. He considered here whenever the matter material particle simply we can say, when the material particle move, and this material particle is called as the quantum of light, or this is again called as the photon of light. So here, when this particle will move, then it will have the wave associated with it. So this is the assumptions or the hypothesis made by the de Broglie. So here, when the material particle moves with a velocity, then it will have the wave associated with it. It means that here the particle having the wave nature as well as the particle, means here material particle is nothing but the quantum of light or photon of light, and this particle having the wave associated with it. So here, according to this theory, the energy of this particle is considered as the E is the energy, P is the momentum of the particle, lambda is the wavelength associated with it, C is the velocity of light, Therefore here the energy is given by, that is the P is energy, P is equal to, P is the momentum, is given by the energy upon C. Here P is the momentum, E is the energy, C is the speed or the velocity. But here this particle associated with a wave having the energy E is equal to h into nu. In this formula, h is called as the Planck constant. This is called as the Planck's constant. And this Planck constant having the value 6.63 into the power minus 34 joule second. Nu is the frequency. Therefore, the energy is equal to h into nu. Therefore, here putting this value of the energy is equal to h into nu in this formula of the momentum is equal to h into nu upon c. But here again we have seen the relation between the c is the velocity, nu is the frequency, lambda is the wavelength. This is the well-known relation between the velocity of light, frequency and the wavelength. Putting this value of the c in this above equation, you will get that is the momentum of the particle, that is h nu upon nu lambda. Here nu in the numerator and the denominator get cancelled, therefore here h upon lambda. So here P is equal to h upon lambda is the momentum of the particle having the wavelength lambda, and h is the Planck constant, P is the linear momentum. So this relation indicates here the particle having the wave nature as well as particle nature, light having the particle as well as the wave nature. But here again we have seen here the particle whenever moves, it will have the kinetic energy, that is half of the m into v square. From this equation you will get the value of the v, that is v square is equal to twice e upon m. Therefore from this equation you conclude that v is equal to under root of twice E upon m. So here for the determination of lambda, for determination of lambda, that is the wavelength, from this equation you are able to find the lambda is equal to h upon p. Here h is the Planck constant, p is the momentum, which is equal to the product of mass into velocity. Therefore h upon m into v. Now here h upon m, और यहाँ पे क्या बचा है, v का वैल्यू, that is v is equal to, that is twice e upon m. So here after solving it will be, that is h upon under root of twice m into e. So this is the wavelength of the particle given by the de Broglie's hypothesis. Lambda is equal to h upon twice m e. Here e is the energy, m is the mass. But for the charge q, this relation, that is lambda is equal to h upon under root of twice m. M is the mass, q is the charge, and v is the potential applied. Therefore here the lambda is equal to h upon twice m under root of twice m q into v. Q is the charge on the charge, v is the potential difference, m is the mass. Therefore here lambda is equal to h upon under root of twice m q into v. So this relation can be used for the determination of the lambda, that is the wavelength of the charge. So here if this relation is applied for the electron, अभी इलेक्ट्रॉन के लिए क्या होगा, lambda of electron, that is the wavelength of the electron, can be calculated using this hypothesis. H upon under root of twice m e. M is the mass of the electron, and here E is the charge on the electron, and V is the potential difference. So here H upon under root of twice m e, E into V. Here m e is the mass of the electron. Mass of electron is equal to 9.1 10 to the power minus 31 kg. E, that is the charge on the electron, that is charge on electron, which is given by 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. So putting this value, the lambda can be calculated, that is H क्या वैल्यू 6.63 10 to the power minus 34 joule second. We have seen here. So putting all this value, you will get here 1.228 divided by under root of V. So here by putting the value of the potential difference, we can measure here the value of the wavelength of the electron. So wavelength of the electron in this will be obtained in the nanometer. Here V is taken in the volt. This is the unit for the volt. Therefore lambda is equal to 1.228 upon under root of the V. V is the potential difference. So this hypothesis, de Broglie's hypothesis, can be used for the determination of the momentum, energy, frequency, and wavelength of the particle, and also wavelength of the electron. So this is about the de Broglie's hypothesis.